We are here with one of our favorite people. She's a good friend of mine. I've been with her for multiple years now. We actually had the opportunity, she lives in New York, so we are West Virginia gals, so she was actually able to come down and visit her brother close enough to us that we can have lunch with her at Elevation Burger, which was super good.
Very good.
We had double bacon cheeseburgers on a lettuce wrap, just like you would at home in Five Guys, but they have grass-fed beef here. So that's a super good plus.
Very juicy.
Yeah, it was a mess actually.
Napkins.
Yeah. So what we want to do is we want to do an episode of Keeping It Real with Keto United, episode number 3, and this is Nacy's story. So what we're going to do is we're going to, since we can't all three, we could maybe, fit into this picture frame, we're going to hand it off to her and let her tell her story. Let's see.
Hello. So, nice to meet everybody out there. And in virtual world land, but I guess my story begins in 2015, where I don't even know how I came upon the keto diet. Maybe it was from dietdoctor.com. Some of you have heard that. Or, I don't know, just kind of on the internet looking up things. I was a full-time nurse at the hospital, very unsuccessful losing weight and keeping it off. I'd been obese for most of my life, starting in my late 20s, and now I'm in my 60s. And anyway, so I was yo-yo dieting for years. Every diet you can think of, I've tried. Would last about a month at the most, and then go back to putting the weight back on again. I've had 4 children, and so the weight piles on. The only medical condition I had was cerebral palsy, and I developed some ulcers in my legs just because of the weight gain and the fluid. Anyway, I eventually lost my being able to be a nurse because my knees went, my balance went, just being so heavy. At my highest, I was like 312 pounds, something like that. Anyway, I discovered the keto way of eating, and the pounds just started dropping off. I mean, like water. At first, it was amazing. I was able to stick to this way of eating. I was satisfied. I wasn't, up and down mood, just wondering when my next meal was going to be. And I was a success, and being able to keep it off. I probably dumped about, 80 pounds, something like that. And I'm doing very, very well. I don't have any leg ulcers anymore. My balance is better. I'm just trying to think what else. I don't know. I feel like I want to encourage you guys. Keep going. It's not just about weight loss. It's about overall health. Right now, to be honest with you, I hardly have any carbs at all. I'm kind of mostly carnivore. I don't know if you guys do that, but
Some of us do.
I just don't care about the carbs, really. And but if I were going to give you any advice, I would say keep going. Don't give up. Don't get discouraged because of that stupid scale. And if you're having trouble, like losing, the weight, Your body's still changing. Don't get discouraged. Also, if you're having trouble, letting losing the pounds, it could be because of dairy. Like some people can't tolerate the cream like you think, even though that's keto. Sometimes you just kind of have to let it go. I intermittently fast. That's a big deal with me. And I drink butter in my coffee. I don't know if that sounds disgusting to some of you guys, but I love it. I love strong coffee, and I put butter in it. I don't use cream anymore. And I just want to encourage you, keep going. I've never felt better, never ever felt better in my whole life. I was eating wrong all these years. I had such an addiction to sweets and such an addiction to bread and cereals, and I used to pile the sugar on, and I just didn't know. It hit my brain like crack cocaine, all of this sugar. But once I stopped eating it, it's just really improved the quality of my life. And so just keep going, and nice talking to you.
Wow, what an awesome story that she has. Since I've known her, she has lost that. I haven't known her as long as when she first started, but she's almost getting close to her 100-pound mark. And that's the mecca. That's everybody's. If you have that to lose, that's everybody's like golden moment.
You'll have to come back down, and we'll have a big party.
Yes. Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be awesome? We'll have a big party on that
United party.
That would be great. I wasn't able to check on here. Oh, look, Lisa. And our good friend Lisa, one day we're coming down to you. She's lost, I don't want to tell everybody, you tell everybody what you've lost, but she is in that golden over that poundage, and she's killing it. We love her as well, and we will have her on one of these one day too.
Tammy says, tell you hello from North Carolina, and what a great testimony. So thank you for sharing.
That's awesome. And she has shared it.
For her. I will let her know.
Yeah.
Tammy, she says she has been praying for you, like all of us. So
our good friend Tammy had her whole leg and ankle and foot reconstructed just yesterday, and her butt is on here giving good encouragement to people.
That shows you what keto can do. If she wasn't keto, she would be so inflamed she would not be able to even function and be on here. So.
There you go, Lisa.
Another testimony.
Yeah, I believe my
absolutely
knees healed up like that.
Right,
exactly.
because of the absolutely.
Makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
Huge difference.
Lisa jumped back on here, and she's lost 155 pounds now.
Woo,
I know.
girl.
Isn't that awesome? Oh my gosh.
You're such a blessing. We love you.
We tell her story. Even if she hasn't told her story quite yet, she will.
We're going to have her on here soon.
We have told her story to everybody that we talk to.
Yes.
So we will get her rear end on here one day so she can actually tell it in person. But we thank Nancy every time we get a chance. We did this in the fall, but we didn't do a live video with her. But I got the chance to come here and actually hug her neck in person. That was such a good thing.
Tammy says thank you.
Because some of the times we mentor people all across the country. I have people in California. We've actually had people in the Philippines. So
it's always a blessing.
It's always nice
to
when
meet them in person and give them a hug. So.
Right, absolutely. Because we become bonded to these people. They're not just a paycheck or a number or anything like that.
I forgot to mention the coaching. Oh, okay. So I grabbed the phone. I forgot to mention the coaching that I've really benefited from. I don't know where you guys are in your whole keto experience, but sometimes, you just need an extra push, and I did that. I needed that. And I spoke with my husband, and he thought it was a good idea. So I get on the phone with Kara every week, let her know how I'm doing, what the pitfalls may be, what the struggles are, because this is real. This is real life here. It's not just easy breezy, and success all the time. Sometimes you fall flat on your face, but keep going.
Awesome. Thank you. What a great shout out. My thumb's in the way. Great shout out. Thank you. I appreciate that. So like I was saying, we become very bonded with these people because they, you know, we hold them close to our hearts because we follow their life day to day, and that's what we do. We become not just
we're not just clinical,
right?
As in previous, when we were told we're not their friends, keep it short and sweet, and that's it. We don't take that approach. We don't want that approach. We love our people, whether they're here, near, far away, whatever. They're a big part of our lives.
That's why we incorporate the 24-hour texting. If I'm awake at 4 o'clock in the morning and somebody's texting me, I'm going to answer you back, which happens a lot. But yeah, so absolutely, if you can be that strong suit to somebody, I encourage that as well. You don't always have to pay for a service, but it is something we provide. But everybody, I think, needs support. Whether or not you're doing it with your husband, you're doing it with your cousin, you know, whatever, reach out and cling on to somebody is what I would definitely. There's Lisa.
Lisa, we love you too.
Coaching is amazing. Thank you. She's such a sweetheart. All right, honey, we got to get off of here because we got to drive back in this crazy mess of traffic. And then we will be heading to the church tonight where we hold our support group meetings. We've made some sugar-free desserts to show them. A lot of those people only get one meal, a hot meal once a month, and that's for that church. It's by donation only. So a lot of those people, you know, are diabetics and they don't know any different. So what we're going to do is go in there and teach them that there's options out there. They don't have to, and then there's cheap options out there, just like the sugar-free Jell-O that costs hardly anything to make. So they have options out there that they can still benefit and eat this way, and it doesn't cost a fortune.
And then we'll be back with another live in the future with Nancy when she hits that 100-pound mark. We're going to have a keto party.
Yeah, we're going to do it.
Her husband, he's over there sleeping, but we need him to come bring her down, and we're going to have a party. Mark my word.
Okay. Yep, we're going to do it. All right. We are going to have to jump off of here, but say bye to Nancy, and we appreciate her and love her to death, and we're all going to have to part our ways and go on and have a great day.
Support. We love you all.
Thank you. Bye-bye.